Hello students. So this is in continuation with number system. This is my sixth class on number system, and since everything is done, we'll be just revising whatever we have done till now and try to cover up the various aspects what we have done till now. Now in my last class I was teaching you about the international system of international number system. So today let me take one or two more questions related to that, and how to convert from international system to the Indian system and vice versa. Now I am taking some digits, a number, maybe one more, right? And I have to write this numeral with commas in international system and in Indian system, and number names in international and Indian system both. This is first. So in international system, okay, and side by side Indian system. So in international system, when we put the commas, so this is ones period, units, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000. We separate the digits, 3 digits after comma, then million, 10 million, 100 million. And the number name in international system, so now see, this is ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, 732 million, 415,000, 27. So the number name is 732 million 415,000 27. Now in the Indian system, the first three remain the same. Ones, tens, 100, that's the same period. The ones period, that remains the same. So it is 7, ones, tens, 100. Then starts 1,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. So then after every two digit we put a comma. So it is 5, 1, this is 1,000, 10,000. Then it is lakh, period of lakh, and then finally period of crore. So first 3 digits and then each 2 digits are separated by a comma. They form separate periods. This is the period for 1,000, this is the period for lakh, this is the period for crore. So the name would be, the number name, 73 crore, 73 crore, 24 lakh, 24 lakh, 15,000, 15,000, 27. So this would be this numeral in international system with the commas, and this is a number name in the international system. Same numeral the numeral with the commas in Indian system and the number name in Indian system, right? So like that, both ways. From international system you can convert to Indian system and Indian to international system. This will be doing exercise based on that. Let's take some questions on place value and face value. Like what is the face value? What is the face value of 7 in numeral 237562? Okay. So what is the face value of 7 in this numeral? Well, face value of a digit is always the same. Wherever it is placed, face value doesn't change. So what is the face value of this digit in this numeral? The answer is, face value is same 7. But if in the same part, if I ask you, what's the place value? Place value of 7. Instead of face value, I am asking you what is the place value. So well, place value depends upon the place value. The digit is placed, so it is at the 1000 place. So the place value of 7 in this given numeral, the answer would be 7000. So place value and face value. Successor and predecessor. So what is successor of, okay, what is the successor of this given number? So in successor we always add 1. Well, when you add 1, you know this would be 10 carried over, 10, 10, 10. So all these would be replaced by 0 and 1 would be carried over. So what is the successor of this given number? This is the successor. Similarly, if you have to find the predecessor, so what is predecessor of well, in the predecessor, the one before, subtract 1, we keep borrowing. So when you borrow, this would be 9 and all would be 999. So well, it is just convert all the zeros to 9 and you get the predecessor of the given number. So successor in such cases. For predecessor, always subtract 1 to the given number, you get the predecessor. For successor, add 1 to the given number, you get the successor. Face value, place value. International system and Indian system. Now, some questions of approximation, that is estimating. Number 4. Estimate to nearest 10. (578) to nearest 10. Well, that means if it is 5 or greater than 5, when you are estimating to nearest 10, see the units digit. 5 or greater than 5, add 1 to the previous one and the units digit would be changed to 0. So the answer would be 580. Right? To nearest 1000. This is the 1000 place. See only the hundreds digit. If it is 5 or greater than 5, add 1 to the previous one, otherwise we do not add. So what is our answer? Remaining digits converting to 0. Find the sum by estimating to nearest 10. You find the sum by estimating to nearest 10. Well, we have a lot of statements in this. As I have taught you during the exercise, but if it is a simple direct answer you are asked and you are not calculating, so nearest 10, this would be rounded off to what? 770, and nearest 10, this would be rounding off to 230. Nearest 10, so it would be 1000. Oh, I made a mistake. No, that's okay. Yes, 1000. So this is on roughly on estimating to estimation sums, finding estimating sums, estimating differences, estimating products, estimating quotients, and all. Then in building numbers, okay, I'll take one question on building numbers also. Find the difference between the greatest and the smallest 3-digit number. What to make it 4? Smallest 4-digit number using 3208. Using digits. So I have to find the difference between the greatest and the smallest 4-digit number formed using these 4 digits which are given. So first I will find out the greatest number formed. Greatest 4-digit number. For the greatest 4-digit number, the greatest digit should be at the at the highest place value, 1000, then 3, then 2, and then 0. This is the greatest 4-digit number formed. Then the smallest 4-digit number formed. Now the smallest digit should be at the highest place value, but 0 cannot be at the 1000 place value, otherwise it would be a 3-digit number. So the next one is 2, the next figure, and then put 0, then 3, and then 8. Therefore, their difference I'll subtract, borrow, 10 minus 8, 2, now it is 11, again borrow, so 11 minus 3 is 8, we have borrowed, so it is 2, 8 minus 2, 6. So the difference would be 6 to 8, 2. I can show this borrowing using this. When I borrowed from here, it is 1 and this is 10, 10 minus 8, 2. Now when I borrow from here, it is 2 and then it is 11, 11 minus 3 is 8 and 2 and 8 minus 6 is 2. So this is how you can find difference, you can find sum, right? But another question, if you are asked how many 5-digit numbers are there in the number system? Okay. Question number 6. Find number of 5-digit numbers. That means how many 5-digit numbers are there in the number system. Find number of 5-digit numbers in find or make it like it. How many? Make it like this. How many 5-digit numbers are there in number system? That is, how many 5-digit numbers are there in number system? So we'll find out the greatest 5-digit number. Greatest 5-digit number. Well, 5 digits, all nines. And find the greatest 4-digit number. Greatest 4-digit number, which would be 4 nines. If from the greatest 5-digit number you subtract the greatest 4-digit number, you will get all the how many 5-digit numbers are there in the number system. So what is our answer? So therefore, number of 5-digit numbers are, let's see, 0, 0, 0, 0, 9. 90,000 5-digit numbers are there in the number system. Right? Now, think of some more questions. How are the divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder are related? Okay, one question. That also in division. A number is divided by 21 gives quotient 12 and remainder is 7. Find the number. Find the number. A number, when it is divided by 21, then it gives a quotient 12 and the remainder is 7. So find the number. So the number which divides is called as the divisor. So we have divisor is 21. The number which is divided is dividend, which is not known. So dividend is not known. Quotient and remainder already given. Quotient is 12 and remainder is 7. Well, I'll take some example here. Suppose it is 59 is divided by 8. Right? 8 7 times is 56. Okay. So I'll just tell you what are these. So this is divisor. 8 is divisor. 59 is dividend. This is quotient. Remainder. Alright. So that means 8 into 7 plus divisor into quotient plus the remainder gives the dividend. This is the relationship. Since I have to find the dividend, the relationship is what? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So let's put it. Divisor 21, quotient 12 and plus 7. 12, 1 carried over, 24 plus 1, 252 plus 7. So the answer is 259. You can easily check also. Let's check it. I'll put it here. Let's check it. Whether my answer 259 is correct or not. Okay. So let's check it. I'll put here check. This is for my own satisfaction, right? So to check the one. So 259 divided by 12. No, divisor was 21. 21. 1, 2, 1, 4, 9, 2 times 22, 7. So the quotient here, if you see, is 12 and the remainder is 7, and that is what the question is saying. Quotient is 12 and the remainder is 7. So this is a relationship of dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Alright. So now we have covered up this full chapter on number system. For your assignment, you will do exercise 1F homework. Now I want children to do all these exercises and practice the sums in the notebook, because this is an important chapter. This would give you the information about how to handle such big numbers. So plan out your work and complete all your work children. Alright? Complete this full chapter. So there are 3 chapters in your unit test syllabus: number system, whole numbers and integers. So number system I have covered up. So you will see to it that you complete your work. Right? Do your work children. God bless you.